Today, we are actually looking at a really fascinating excerpt from a daily devotional. It's Rhapsody of Realities by Pastor Chris.
Right, specifically a piece called The Character of Truth.
Exactly. And so our mission is to unpack this, intriguing psychological and spiritual framework the text builds around honesty and deception. Because, well, think about it. Have you ever noticed who actually tries the hardest to be believed?
Oh, definitely. Like when someone is just absolutely desperate for you to trust them.
Right, getting super defensive and offended if you even blink with doubt.
Yeah, because it's usually not the person who actually has the facts on their side. I mean, liars have to struggle, they cry, they plead, they just insist on being trusted.
And what's wild to me is like how much effort that actually takes.
It's a massive amount of effort because, well, deception has no inherent structural integrity. When you lie, you aren't just saying words.
You're building a whole fake world.
Exactly. You're building this fragile, alternate reality in someone else's mind. And you are entirely responsible for keeping it propped up. I mean, you have to track who knows what.
Right. Remembering all the specific details you fabricated.
Yeah, and constantly monitoring the other person's reactions. That cognitive load is just exhausting.
That lack of structural integrity, it makes me think of trying to sell a counterfeit watch versus a real diamond.
Oh, that is a great analogy.
Like the scammer with the fake watch,
Yeah.
he has to sweat.
Yeah.
They have to over-explain the weight of it, the ticking sound. They have to basically plead with you to make you believe the fake is real.
Right.
But a jeweler, they just place the diamond on the counter
Yeah.
because it stands on its own.
Yeah, and the reason that scammer is sweating is because his confidence is completely externally dependent.
Wow, externally dependent.
Exactly. Like, he needs you to believe the watch is real, or the whole charade just completely collapses. But the diamond is a diamond whether you believe it or not. And the devotional argues that truth has this exact same independent power. When you tell the truth, it actually doesn't really matter who believes you.
Which is honestly a really tough pill to swallow.
Mm.
I mean, normally if we tell the truth and someone doubts us, our first instinct is to fight.
Right, to prove that we're right.
Exactly. But looking at it through this framework, speaking the truth isn't really a debate at all. It's more like offering a gift.
Yeah, you're sharing something of value. If the other person receives it, well, it blesses them.
And if they don't?
If they reject it, they are the ones at a loss. I mean, they are the ones who are now likely to make wrong decisions based on a falsehood. The truth itself remains totally unchanged by their rejection.
Wait, so letting go of the need to convince people sounds great in theory? But in reality, doesn't just dropping the truth and walking away make you look, I don't know, arrogant or indifferent? Does the author actually address how to do this without seeming like you just don't care?
Well, it's less about outward arrogance and much more about an internal posture. The author actually roots this in a scriptural concept from John chapter 8, verse 32.
Okay, what does that one say?
It's the famous line, "The truth shall make you free." The core idea here is that walking in truth brings peace and liberation specifically because you aren't performing.
Ah, right. You aren't desperately managing someone else's perception of you.
Exactly. Deception corrupts you, and it enslaves the speaker to that exhausting cycle of maintenance we talked about earlier. So letting go isn't indifference at all.
It's refusing to be enslaved by another person's reaction.
Spot on.
The exhausting performance of deception. Man, that really sticks with you. So the ultimate takeaway from this whole framework is that viewing truth as this unchanging power, well, it frees you from having to put on a show. It doesn't need a PR campaign.
And just recognizing that can save you an incredible amount of emotional energy.
It really can. So to wrap things up, I want to leave you with a thought. If we truly internalize this idea that a real diamond just sits on the counter, that the truth doesn't need defending, how might that change the way you communicate in your daily life? Especially during those stressful arguments where you feel that desperate urge to constantly over-explain yourself.
We trust you were blessed by this episode. To gain unlimited access to Rhapsody of Realities by Pastor Chris, please download the Rhapsody app using the link myapp.rhapsodyofrealities.org. God bless you.